While many are pushing for NASCAR to come to the Speedway at the Fairgrounds, the Speedway itself is in some financial trouble.
News Channel 5's Jesse Knudsen reports that they're behind on their rent while at the same time pushing for an expansion.
I think what we'd like to see is a speedway that works well with the fairgrounds and works well with the community around it.
On race days, you can hear the hum of cars speeding around the track coming from the Fairgrounds Speedway.
We need to put all our effort and all our conversation toward how it best impacts all of us.
But this week, most of the noise surrounding the speedway was coming online after this rendering was released, showing an expanded speedway that could handle NASCAR.
That's what they're proposing, is to take all that green space right there for stands.
Currently, the speedway can accommodate 15,000 fans. This would at least double that.
The most recent Bristol race drew about a third of the capacity. I think you got to ask yourself if this is a viable entertainment option right now.
Councilmember Colby Sled,
when you say, well, all right, let's just dump a whole lot more money into it instead, I'm not sure that that's the solution.
Says he was surprised to see the rendering.
I just find it really, really disrespectful that a group would come out with a rendering that goes directly against more than a year's worth of negotiations that have been very public and very inclusive.
And it comes out as troubles linger for the Speedway itself. Just this week, the Fairgrounds sent a letter to the operator of the Speedway telling them they're behind on their rent and breaching their contract.
So they have a little less than a month to make that amount up,
putting the future of the Speedway in question.
My constituent concerns start every time the contract is violated, when practices go over the time that they're allotted. And so when something like this kind of pops out of the blue, yeah, you can bet I hear from constituents and they're upset about it.
Sledge says the involved groups need to find a way to work together.
And there'll be 35 dogs out here.
With the input from nearby residents.
It puts things out there that, quite frankly, were never on the table, and I have a real issue with that.
Jesse Knudsen, News Channel 5.
We've reached out to the Speedway for comment on this story, but never heard back.